We welcome in head coach Josh McDaniels in Sarasota, Florida. And, Coach, I'll jump right in. You addressed the team and the fans following the loss in New Orleans. How has the team reacted so far this week?
We've had a good week. The energy and I'd say urgency overall from our staff, our players, is what we would want it to be. And we are determined to finish out the week the right way here in Sarasota and then head up to Jacksonville and put a really competitive performance, that we expect ourselves to play well and coach well up there on Sunday against the Jaguars.
All right, let's look at the Jaguars and talk about Coach Peterson and the style of play that he coaches. You've competed against him in the past. Let's talk about the coach and how much respect you have for him and the staff.
Yeah, Doug has always done a great job with his football team. We know they'll be ready to go. They play well in all three phases. They challenge you schematically. They got a lot of talent. You can tell they're well coached with what they do, the techniques and fundamentals that they use. And we know that, they've been ready to go all year long. They've gotten off to a fast start. It's one of the few teams that you can say has gotten the lead in most every game they've played early. So they're ready to go. That's going to be a big point of emphasis for us as we head up there for the game on Sunday.
Yeah, their 5 losses, Coach, have been by 8 points or less. And we've talked about this around the league, how it could change on one possession in a game. What do you see with the fight of this team? Because they've been in a lot of games that came down to the fourth quarter with under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and that's what we should expect. This is a common theme for the league this year. We've been in a lot of close games. They've been in a lot of close games. Certainly had an opportunity to turn the tide here or there with 1 or 2 plays during the course of their season. And they played a very tight game last week with Denver in London. And they're, like I said, they're a well-coached football team. They'll be ready to go. We know that we're going to get their best shot, and that's what we hope to provide, up there on Sunday as well.
Coach, I figure and I assume you really scouted Trevor Lawrence when he was in college and looked at him when he was coming into the league, number 1 pick overall. He's had some recent struggles, but when he's tall in the pocket and has time, the ball comes out quick. He can make every throw here. At times he checks down. When you've looked at the recent film or can go back, what can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Trevor's very, very talented. And we did a lot of work on him when he came out, like we always do with the quarterback position. He's a guy that can make plays outside the pocket with his legs. He can also impact the running game. Big physical kid, got good speed. And he's really improving as a pocket passer when he gets to throw on rhythm, plant his back foot, step into his throws. Got a lot of big targets now in this offense to throw the football to. I just see a young player who's continually improving, making his football team better, making himself better. It'll be a big challenge for us on Sunday to try to slow him down.
Travis, at the end, the last 5 games, but the last 3, it was what we were talking about with Josh Jacobs when he had those power 3 games. We compared him to Marcus Allen. His last 3 games at the end have been really productive here, out of the backfield, the guy that you got to tackle quickly before he gets out in space. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Travis is, he's not exactly the same as Kamara, but he's got some of those types of skills. Very good on the edge. If you lose track of setting the edge on the defense, and he'll get the ball to the perimeter in a heartbeat. Very, very good speed and very difficult to tackle. So this is going to be everybody's at the point of attack. We're going to need really good team defense here against Travis on Sunday to just try to, bottle him up and keep him from getting started. That's really the important part, because once he gets going, like I said, he's very good in space, very talented in space, and makes a lot of yards with the ball in his hand.
Coach Christian Kirk leads the team with 4 touchdowns as a receiver. What do you think of their philosophy? They went out in free agency, and they went after, special players on the outside. They have this vision for long term, not just this year, what they want to do in the passing game with their receivers.
No question. Adding Kirk and Zay Jones and Ingram and, getting ATN back. This is a very talented, explosive team. And you could tell that that's what they were trying to do is add those pieces to the offense that they already had in place and put those guys around Lawrence. A lot of guys can do a lot of good things with the football. It's not just a 1 or 2 man show here. So like I said, we're going to need to play very good team defense. do a good job of communicating and making sure we're all connected on Sunday so that we limit some of the big play production that they've been able to have.
Coach, on their defense, I was with you in Canton, Ohio, and saw Trayvon Walker for the first time in Canton and what he did in that first game. Josh Allen. One of the numbers that jumped out at me as I talked to you a few weeks ago, the same number that Houston had when we talked, 19.8 a game, 0.8 points a game on defense. And now that number's moved with Houston, but it's there with Jacksonville, one of the few teams that have given up less than 20 points a game. Just a big picture on what you see with their defense.
Long, athletic, very good in the rush game. Pass rush is very productive. They got multiple people that can get to the quarterback. Their linebackers are very fast. This is probably the quickest, fastest interior part of the defense that we've seen so far this year with their linebackers and safeties. They've gotten their hands on a number of footballs. I think it's 53 passes defensed so far in the 8 games that they played. So this is an athletic team that can really capitalize on mistakes. They chase and run and play with tremendous effort on defense, which jumps out on you on the film. They really swarm to the football. They're playing well as a unit. They're well coached, and like I said, it's going to be a big challenge for us to get off to a good start and then try to play a full 4 quarters against them.
Coach, I know you want to thank your staff and everyone involved in moving the whole organization from not only Henderson to New Orleans to get out to IMG and Sarasota before Jacksonville. Can we spend a minute or two talking about what you're learning about this organization and staff, especially travel, as you make this big move out to Florida?
Yeah, there's so many people that are part of our organization that do a tremendous job relative to making our lives easier. The guys that set up all the equipment stuff here and had all of our rooms set up the right way, our offices and our office space, the meeting rooms for the players, the accommodations here at the Ritz have been tremendous. But I can't say enough about our support staff here with the Raiders and this organization. They've always made things as easy as possible on the players and coaches, and these things wouldn't be happening if it weren't for all the people that put it in so much hard work and time and effort and energy to do it.
Coach, I know you have a busy schedule. Thanks for the time. Good luck against the Jaguars.
You got it, JT. Thank you.